vessels, naval combat. Damn, see, that's crazy. See, the once human business model, I think, is terrible. The game is awesome. So, once human introduced basically what I want in a video game, and that's that the video game, the MMO, sorry, not a video game, the MMO allows you to do everything alone. It allows you to progress through the game alone, do shit. It might become difficult. You gotta figure out your build and then figure out a way to beat it. And then if you want the better items, you do it with more people. Because the thing that fucked me up every time, the thing that I just didn't like every time in an MMO was like, you've hit level 10. Head to the Cave of Buttholes and find other people to party with and do your first cave. It's like, so I get 10 levels and then I'm forced to interact with other people. As a social, antisocial person. Don't make me do that. Don't make me rely on other people. When I want to come back and get the other item, maybe I'll ask my friends to get ready, or we'll get level cap to get that item in the early stages. But I will not be able to get into an MMO if I'm forced to party with people right away. In the beginning, Final Fantasy XI was my shit. Like, I max leveled, I late gamed, I leveled multiple characters to 35 and to 70 so I could subclass the 35 characters, because you could only get half your level on your subclass. Like, I think I did it all there, and none of it hits that itch, right? So I need to be able to grind at my own pace now. I can't wait on other people. That is not to say I'm opposed to a static party, like all day. I'll static party. I'll specific grind with people if we have a static and we know what we're doing and we're actually strategizing and the polar is good and we can chain. Like, I'm down for that. Give me the max or give me the least. I don't want this in between whatever. I've made enough friends. AOC has lined up, making guild mercenary, trade dwarves, RP protecting caravans when not on the guild work, go solo grind. Nice. Give me the same people day in, day out to build a rapport with. Yeah, for real. And if it so happens, like, you add other people into the fold along the way once you have your core, that's cool. Right? Like somebody from work or somebody that chills. Like, there was a time, I think there were like 40 plus people in the link shell we had, or I don't know how many, but there was at least 20 on talking the majority of the time in Final Fantasy XI. And there would be days when I would just go on my white mage and teleport people to Craig's for 5k a pop. I'd be like, you're going to any of these Craig's, 5k, any of these Craig's, 2k, anything else, 500 to a k. And I just make money to buy tools for my ninja so I could go do shadows, tank, and shit. Like, that was, I think that was the late game for me in an MMO, is like helping the newbies. Because I was a world mentor in Final Fantasy. Not that it meant a lot. I think you had to have time and then actually assist people in their questions and do stuff. They would kind of track it. But yeah, dude, I would just sit in Juneau, chill. It was the big city. Everybody was there, so you'd see people walking around, starting parties, asking for tanks, asking for mages, asking for DPS, seeing the world alive, trading, bartering, hitting the auction house. And you just stand there next to one of the teleporters and you're like, global chat for this area, global chat for this area, and global chat to world every so often. People would message you, you're like, join party, I'm looking for 3 more. If we don't get it in 5 minutes, we'll teleport now. I used to do the same thing on my Lock and Paladin. Yeah. Guild Wars 2 would work well. If you see, I played Guild Wars 2. I think the thing about Guild Wars that I didn't like was it's a certain build and under a certain amount of levels kind of thing. You know, it feels like you get there, but can still build yourself in Alter. But my brain doesn't like altering the same thing. I want to like what I think the thing that I loved about Final Fantasy 11 is it gave you something all the time. Like if you were hitting things with your weapon, there's a chance you get .1 skill. And then when you get .1 skill enough times, you get 1 point of skill, and then you get 20 points of skill, and now you have short sword, quick attack, right? So it's like, if I was like, oh shit, you know, I'm fucking bored today, I'm gonna take my white mage for no reason and go put a staff in its hands and just whack shit, or a pike, and level up pike for a little bit till I get level 10 pike, you know? I was talking to somebody about this the other day, is that as a black mage in that game, it was insane. When you got ancient level spells as a black mage in Final Fantasy 11, you would create macros. And macros were on your, like, they were your just control bar, right? Your control 1, alt 1, shift 1, and then roll it to get control 1 on bar 2, bar 3, bar 4. You could have numerous macros. My one macro for freeze was, I think, like 20 seconds long, right? And it required a certain party, or at least certain skills from people in the party, if we had them, to chain together skills at a certain time where at 20 seconds it would be my turn to cast. But I have to start at the beginning of the fight. So what would happen is we would basically be fighting an enemy that was too strong to kill right away, but the amount of damage we would do in 20 seconds, my freeze should kill it. So the macro would go ping, and it would start as soon as it was pulled. And then as I saw, oh no, I would start when the warrior was able to use theirs, or whoever was using the first skill, and I would activate like control 1, and it would say casting freeze, warrior, use your skill in 3 seconds. And then it would count 3, 2, 1 in the chat. I had it type it out in my macro, and then it would ping again, and the warrior would use their skill. And then it would count for like another 4 seconds, and then it would ask the samurai or whoever to use their skill. Second person to use your skill. So there would be like 3 skills before mine, and then if that was all timed right, I would use freeze. That would then accentuate all the other damage, do more damage for mine because it ends the chain. Insane. The only problem was, if it was, for some reason, if it didn't RNG to kill the mob, you gain so much aggro as a black mage, you would die immediately. Like, it would just attack you, and there's no way the party could pull it off you, and there's no way the white mage could kill you. They'll kill it without it killing. That wouldn't be a party wipe, but that was the only drawback to using ancient magic, was that if you weren't strong enough and your ancient magic went off, you just did half of a mob's health without killing it, and there's no way your party can turn it away from you, so you're black mage, you died. So it sometimes got messy, but it was a really fun way, because in the time in those areas it took for your pull, your ranger to go find something, or whoever was pulling, your thief, to go pull something, you would eat a biscuit, sit and heal, and then you'd have all your mana back. And as soon as they bring it back, you hit your control macro again, and everybody goes back into it, and you just fucking chain farmed. It was so fun. It was so fun. Because while it was like you're not doing anything, it took a lot of coordination, which made it super fun. Anyways, that's kind of end game Final Fantasy. Not end game. That's like end game arm fighting. Did anybody ever play Lineage? The first Lineage, oh, like core memories for me. Core memories for me. Lineage was insane. You had cities. Did you ever play Star Wars Galaxies? Yes, for a little bit. Lineage was insane. You had cities. There were like leaders to the cities. The amount of things purchased within those towns when people needed pots and magic and scrolls, those taxes went to the castle, right? So the castle actually had coffers full of money that you couldn't rob them. But the idea was when Siege Day came on Thursdays, every lawful person or person that was known to be lawful to the castle, like I always fought for Kent. There were other castles, but Kent was just one of the big ones. Um, you would go and you would talk to the leader of that castle, and then you would say, "Hey, I want to fight for you," and they would say, "Okay." Here, they basically gave you 20 to 30,000 gold worth of pots. They were orange pots at the time, and I think maybe white ones. You bought white ones, they gave you orange ones, or it was the other way around. They were the strongest ones, and you would use them to heal yourself during the fight. And if you stopped whoever else in the server, not enemies, whoever else PvP in the server tried to break into the castle from other castles to gain the tower in the middle, you'd break down the first door. Then there was a second door right before the pillar, and if they could break the pillar within the siege time, then you lost the castle. But the leader of that castle would recruit so many people like myself and others that wanted to fight for them. And if you fight for them, you would get a Zell scroll at the end, which was like a 50k or 70k scroll, which that would take like weeks to grind that much gold in Lineage. And that would allow you to level up a defensive item by 1 or an attack item by 1. Now, elven items in Lineage could be leveled to +6, and it was adjusted that the human weapons or whatever, like broadsword, would do damage similar, but still a level 6 elven katana was better than like a regular broadsword leveled up to 4. But everything after that could destroy your weapon. So at level 7, I think you had a 20% chance of success if you used a Zell upgrade to get it to +7. At +8, it was even less. At +9, even less. I had a +9 katana that I never touched after that. One of the strongest items in the game you could like chance to get. There's still a handful of items stronger than mine. Like I wasn't incredibly strong. But that game was sick. Like I went hard in Lineage. That was the first time, besides Counter-Strike, the first time I was ever introduced to griefing. I spent 13 hours getting Pan's Mane, spider webs, wood, just so I could make a crossbow as a ranger. And then I went and fought in an area that was too high because I thought the crossbow made me good. And since I wasn't full lawful in that game, which took, I think, like 22,000 points of experience in killing things, and killing something gave you like 3. So it takes quite a bit of like slaying mobs and getting stuff to have your bar fully blue and fully lawful. At fully lawful, you do not drop items when you die. If you're red and you're unlawful, when you kill people, you're a PK, your name would actually be red. So your name could be blue or red in Lineage, denoting, and you couldn't turn it off. Like people knew you were unlawful, or people knew you were lawful. And I wasn't fully lawful yet, but my name was semi-blue, and I died to Black Knights, and I dropped the crossbow, and somebody came and took it. It was the only thing I dropped. Somebody came and took it. And I was like, hey, can I get that back? And they never even whispered me back. And that was the first time I ever got griefed in a game. And I was like, oh my God. This sucks. That's so fucked up. That's when I knew it was ruthless out there. Can't trust anyone. My trust was broken early. My trust was broken early. A really, really weird thing happened at the end of my playthrough in that game. Like, I was talking to someone and she lived in a different country. But like, we had very infrequent meetings where we just fought things. I think because like our time zones were really messed up. So I'd be like, when I was going to bed and they were getting on, and I'd fight things with a few of their friends and stuff. And when they left the game, they gave me their items. And I never saw this person again or heard from them. And at that time, we didn't have Discord, and you didn't talk to people outside of your games because there wasn't really. It's not like, oh, I play Lineage with you. Let's add you on Instant Messenger. Like, you didn't do that. So they gave me a cloak of invincibility. Invisibility, I apologize. Which was literally the rarest item in the game. It was insane. Eventually, their friend asked for it back. And I was like, yeah, it's not mine. But that was probably the coolest month in my Lineage time. Because there was no way I was getting a cloak of invincibility. Invisibility, I keep saying that. It just took too long. The drop rate was less than 1% on something that spawned hardly ever. So I figured it was handed down to a bunch of people and they didn't get it. So I was like, this ain't mine. But that was fucking sick, let me tell you. That was an insane time. Walking around with the cloak of invisibility and putting it on and people being like, no fucking way you have that. Plus, the other stuff they gave me was like, so your armor, your AC, your armor class was negative. Negative was better. Like negative 30 was good. The items they gave me made me negative 45. I could stand in a doorway. So doorways were actually PK zones because you could block a doorway. So any doorway in town, you always wanted to get through fast. Very weird, but it was small anyways. Just in and out. And people would try to hit me and they'd always miss. And they'd be like, question mark? And I'm like, lol. And I'd go stand in the doorway and they'd just be like, miss. And they'd walk out of the doorway and they're like, okay, never mind. That was really fun. And you feel like a god in a game. That's just the same. I have 2 survival knives. Interesting. These days, dreaming of static groups to check games out with. Just a handful, hop in, it's worth the investment. Ashes of Creation, Monsters Memories, and the like. I saw that Hunger game. Somebody, I think Komos or someone else pushed it on. Or told me about it. Pushed it on me. The fuck? Words? Told me about it. And, man. I don't know, I just was not hitting for me. Maybe it's something else and it'll be good, but it just... Hard part is having that many people scheduled that can do that. It's hard, yeah. What am I doing? I'm going back in. Can't save my progress. Oh, no, you're fine. I mean, I know what I'm doing. Tangents are good. That's what we're here for. Appreciate you creating conversation. Oh, thank God. No, go. Yeah, go through. We have a pretty great group to play games with nightly, actually. I'm very happy with our squad. People are around, chilling, vibing. Got good peaks, repoers. We actually getting a lot of our friends that aren't shooting into like Hunt Showdown is sick. You ever play Hunt Showdown, Zeke? Gonna get back to hanging? Hell yeah. I mean, if you get Hunt, it's just another good game to play. Plus, it's always on sale. Yeah, solo queue. Oh, that's what I do though. You create here. We're gonna tangent. We are gonna tangent here. I'm gonna skip through this. We won't watch the whole thing. It's silly, but like a lot of, and this isn't you. I'm just saying, like, I think a lot of people could just benefit from vibing in that game. Where is it? I got time invested, but only because I sell wagon wheels. No, but you're right. I do. Like this is all I do in Hunt. I just run in here and yell at people. Run around with shovels in the dangerous world of the bayou and throw them at idiots. Parkour. Sequisha? Yo, my partner watches Sequisha almost daily. Where's the one out here? Oh yeah, I'll have to show you. This one's good. This is the longest bow shot I've made. I think somebody said it was like 180 yards. Where are they? I'll show you. This guy right here. Oh, you always have the physical head dodge. Yeah. Hit that guy in the dick with a sledgehammer. That's why I love this game. You can hit somebody in the dick with a sledgehammer. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Look at the movement. Oh, I love that shot so much. And that's why I love Hunt Showdown. It's just so fun. And we could do those things together. I hope you've been well, though, Zeke. I know I did. I don't think I said it, but congrats on the house and everything. It is crazy. As we went on a million-hour tangent there. That's amazing. I hope big things to come for you, and you get to work on awesome shit and build a sweet PC room, make it look amazing. Ooh. Do you do things in the garage? Oh, it's gonna be the streaming den. Okay, okay, sick, 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 sick. You gotta love that. Nice.
You're a bit of a mess up. Chris, take a piece of the action.
Mother! Just give her mommy. Okay, we read this letter about leaving. She thought she left her mom, but she didn't. I made this. Let me see. Oh, that looks good. That does look yummy. Hell yeah, you won't even need to do any sound control in there, really. I mean, for people outside hearing, you can do some sound bouncing dampening easy. Ads. Interesting. Oh. Oh my god, chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. Thank you. Thank you, it's been so long. Cinematic time? Looks like a cinematic door, doesn't it, chat? Maybe not. Looks like it's telling me I should bring my fuel. Welcome back, welcome back. Burb. I can't imagine, dude. That must be so good. Oh shit, where did you come from? Wait, they only burned one of them? Oh, that's fucked up. Another MO disc? Mom of that left. Off the counter, dude. Damn, I gotta dip over to the house for a few seconds. Security gotta hook up and doorbell can't. Hell yeah. Don't get evil. Thank you so much. Have a good one. To use the electronic door, place the initials in alphabetical order. That's the last one. Clark David, CD. No. Nope. Keeps clicking the same one. Yeah, A, B, C, D, I get it. It's one odd puzzle, arrange the action to solve the mystery. Hey, they all do. Was it the last one? Yeah. so that's right. Researcher's letter. June 8th, 1998. My dearest Ada. Oh, by the time you read this letter, I will no longer be the person you once knew. The results of my test came out today, and I suspected it came out positive. I feel like I'm teetering on the edge of reason just thinking about my impending doom. I would give anything to not have to become one of them. As far as I know, you're not infected. I sincerely hope things do not reach such a desperate pass, but if it has turned out that you are now the last person remaining alive, I want you to get the material from the visual data room. Then, activate the self-destruct system in the power room and escape from here. Please do everything in your power to make this whole accident public. If everything is still running normally, you should be able to release all the locks using the security system. I've set up the terminal in a small security room so that you can log into the system using my name and your name as a password. You will need another password to release the locked door in the basement, level 2, where the visual data room is located. As a safety measure, I have coded that password into the X-ray picture or an genogram. Or a genogram. Okay. I know you, and I'm sure you will be able to work it out without any trouble. There's just one more thing. It is my last request. I hope you never have to lay eyes on me in this state, but if you do happen to run into me in my hideous form, I beg you to put me out of my misery. I hope you understand. Thank you, Ada. Yours truly, John. So John, Ada, he's going to jump into the room now, and we're going to have to kill him. So it's the intestines, the esophagus. What is that? The pancreas? Is that? Oh, the liver. It was the liver. Oh, so colon, esophagus, liver, esophagus. Is that what it said? Or was the last one lungs? Yeah, lungs. Wait. Does this change? Oh, they're in the right spot. Oh, down. What's the other room? Is that her login? Alright. Go to the other room and see. In here with the zombies. What's in this room? Oh. Magnum bullets. There is now evidence that when the host loses consciousness, the body goes into a dormant state. During this time, the virus becomes active and rapidly transformed and reconstructs the basic composition of the body. The host eventually mutated into a humanoid creature. We call them VAX. VAX. Its speed and amazing muscular development are particularly noteworthy. After transformation, it becomes more agile and aggressive. Already 4 of our researchers have died from trying to feed it, turning the place into an instant bloodbath. Ever since this tragic and barbaric accident, we have decided to call its kind Crimson Heads. That dangerous and precious prototype specimen can't be left here. We have to figure out a way to deal with it. Termination is definitely not an option. We finally decided to freeze the specimen and confine the body inside the basement in the backyard cemetery. Momo, dude, chill the f out. there's a room over here I missed. Oh shit. Sanitation Division Manager, Sanitation Accuracy. Contents of the facts are confidential and intended only. Any copying or disclosure of the contents of this fax to any third party is strictly forbidden to the sender. After reading the contents of this fax, must be destroyed immediately. We expect a significant increase in the damage done by the recent T-virus outbreak than initially estimated. There are several concerns. First concern, more than half the researchers have been infected by the T-virus and died. It has also been reported that almost all survivors of the accident are starting to show symptoms of the T-virus infection. Secondly concerned, our security patrol team has also been completely eradicated. Therefore, our most secret research is in danger of public disclosure. Quick actions are demanded to prevent mass media coverage. Third concern, there is a high possibility that most of the specimens are running loose inside the compound. We expect many casualties to follow. However, yet unfortunate, these casualties underscore the success of our research results. Actions must be taken to prevent our research results from being made public. We suspect the first official intervention will come from the state police and STARS. We strongly recommend taking measures against them first. Well, fuck you. Well, I have not shaken or jarred it, thank God. Thank the Lord. Oh, of course, an answer. Good. Sell? There. don't remember what red isn't. That's red in this room. I couldn't pick up. Nothing. Okay. And then that room should be open, right? That room straight right? I opened it. Just opened a B3 though on that, did I not? Let's go find out where that was again. That room. What the fuck is that? Oh, the one behind me. Were we not just there though? Hmm. So it opened this room, but this room is what we just went into. We don't have anything for the fuel. Maybe because I'm fully? Alright. Let's go back. We got the slide thing too. We gotta figure out where that works. Oh, didn't want to do that. Okay, so that's one released. Now what? Look already, I think I might have that other passcode. Power. Power. Ooh. Jono. Sick. That's cool. I would not have figured that out as a kid. That's fucking funny. What's in here? Ah. Mixed herb. Oh, a green herb. Okay. Now this room is clear. Like, what the hell is that?